What's good, YouTube? Mario Devon back with yet another video. So although I do love my wireless setup, my DJI Mic, I would say this. When I'm using it on the job, I don't like how big the footprint is, but I do love the convenience of just being able to hand my client, especially if I have like interviews back to back, just hand them this microphone and they don't have to worry about cables, wires. So I've been seeing these small button size, microphones that I've been wanting to try. So these are the HOLLYLAND LARK M2. Okay, so I've been wanting to try these and we're gonna be testing these out. Don't worry, I do have my DJI mic and we're gonna be testing them out side by side. So the LARK M2 comes with two of these transmitters, of course. All right, so we get the two microphones. You get the one receiver that's for your camera. You get another receiver that's for your Android device or USB-C if you're living in this century. iPhone 15 Pro Max at the USB-C. But if you're like me and you're living an archaic lifestyle, you have the Lightning port too for your receiver. So three receivers, one for the camera, one that is USB-C, and one that is Lightning. Now with the receiver for your camera, you have to charge it. Now, with the other two, you're probably wondering, how do you charge the ones for the phones? You don't, all right, because they use the phone's power. Incredible, just because they're so small, you ain't gotta worry about draining your battery out of your phone. Trust me, we have plenty of battery life in our phones now. So what else do you get? You get a cable, you get two windscreens, you get two magnets that are attached. That's what I'm using now. You also get magnetic clips, two of those, and you also get a necklace. I don't see myself using it, but you get a necklace. Oh, also you get stickers, all right, that comes in the package too, just in case you want to cover up the logo with something fun or something like actually completely eliminates the logo. I'm just letting you know, they have thought about everything. I feel like I'm a car salesman from a local car dealership commercial right now. I'm like, to this, to that, to just going all over the place. But I do love the idea of them having the sticker that is the same color as this, so it completely eliminates the logo, which makes it a little less intrusive and also a little bit more incognito. And obviously you get a charging case for your receiver and your two transmitters. Now, features, controls. Let's talk about the receiver. The receiver, obviously with something like the Rhodes and also the DJI mics, mic 1 and 2, you have the LCD screen. So it's a little bit easier to just control it, but the controls are really easy with this thing. All it is you have a mono stereo button. You also have the knob at the top, and that just pretty much gives you 3 levels of audio as far as like gain. So you have low gain, mid gain, high gain. So you don't have like a meter that gradually goes up. You have 3 settings, that's all. But that's all you need. And then you can of course make adjustments in your camera. What's a really good indicator when it comes to your mono stereo? If it's stereo, the lights are gonna be green. If it's mono, it's going to just get that one signal on one side and the light is going to be blue. You get 1,000 feet of range. I have not tested this out. I've seen many tests on YouTube, but for me, I'm not gonna be 1,000 feet from my camera. I have no plans on doing that, and I don't plan on being 1,000 feet from my clients whenever I'm recording audio, but it does have 1,000 feet of range. The other cool feature on here, let me see if I can get to it, it has noise cancellation. When you click noise cancellation, this actually turns green. So here is what it sounds like, noise cancellation. I don't know what it sounds like. I don't know if it sounds good. I don't know if it sounds bad. But if you're trying to, mitigate, wind noise or just background noise, maybe you're out and you're vlogging and you're getting footage out in the field, then there you go. And then of course, if you want to bring it back, all you have to do is press this button on the side, and now you're back, and I can tell you it just turned blue. So blue is no noise cancellation, and green is when you have that cancellation on. So if we're working it in this fashion right here, where we're using it, 10 hours of battery life on these. 10 hours of battery life on this little thing. That's crazy. I mean, to imagine, a battery that is this small that can fit into here that gives you 10 hours of working life, great. But if you have the battery case, 40 hours of battery life. I mean, again, to power the receivers for your phones, they are already powered by the phone. And unlike the DJI mics, you can actually hear your playback. So I don't know if you know this. If you use your phone to make content and you use the DJI mics connected to your phone, guess what? You cannot actually hear the playback until you unhook the actual receiver from the phone. But you don't have to worry about that when you're using the Lark M2. I realized that you can use this with your DJI Pocket 3. So I connected these to the Pocket 3. You can completely use it. I am so shocked that DJI even allowed this to be a thing. But if you want to, if you're looking for a smaller source, you know, again, to me, I think it's kind of pointless, because if you have the creator combo, then you already have a mic. But for, say for instance, you didn't buy the creator combo, you can use the Lark M2 on your Pocket 3. All right, so here I am in studio, all right, in studio using the Lark. I'm not using anything else. As you can see, I got it even here on my screen here. You can see me right here on, all right, hi, how you doing? All right, I'm simply using my Pocket 3 with my Lark, okay? We got an audio signal. Hopefully it sounds really good. You tell me what it sounds like if it's doing its thing. But I'm telling you, I got you here, you got me here, we got me here, we got me here. It's good times, great times, we're living good. Okay, so you can indeed use the Lark M2 from HOLLYLAND on your DJI Pocket. Again, are y'all beefing? Y'all want to talk about it? Like, why would, like, how did y'all let them be able to do this to the, I'm just saying, like, proprietary. Shout out to DJI for not making it, like, blocking it, but this is super dope. This is super dope. Again, I mean, am I starting a beef? I feel like I'm about to start a beef telling y'all that. Now, note, okay, let's talk about this, because this is the feature that every microphone has that are, you know, like this. You cannot, you know, charge these mics by themselves. There's no USB port, nothing. The only way to charge these microphones is going to be with the case. Now, for me, that is not a problem. I can't think of a single time I've ever charged my, you know, DJI mics outside of the case. I always put them in the case and I put them on the charger. Everybody works together. I've never really had to ever charge them separately using the USB-C. So for me, that's not a problem. For you, it may be a problem. I don't know. You know, you live your life, you live and learn. All right, so Future Mario here, editing Mario. I wanted to make a note really quickly. Another thing that the Lark M2 cannot do, it doesn't have the 8 gigabytes of onboard storage. I'm gonna tell you that DJI Mic 8 gigabytes of onboard storage has come in handy so many times, especially on corporate events, because a lot of times, you know, people get out of reach. People be going all over the place. People be living their lives and stuff, and you still want to get that audio when they're walking around the room or walking, you know, doing their thing. And a lot of times having that safety net of that onboard storage, that 8 gigabytes, it can run, I think for me, I've done up to like 12 hours of storage of audio files on this thing. So I'm just telling you, if you've ever used something like a Zoom H6, then you'll know that the onboard storage on the DJI Mic is extremely clutch, but I wanted to make that note. So let's do an audio comparison, all right? I'll be back. All right, I should be recording audio on both of them right now. It looks like it. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Just trying to make sure, man. I'm paranoid. All right, cool. I'm throwing these down. All right, let's talk. So I'm gonna give you the audio from, you know, right now. Let's do the audio from the Lark M2. You're listening to the Lark M2. Do you like the way it sounds? Does it sound good? Do you you know, how are you today? You know, are you doing splendid? Okay, so now let's go to the audio to the DJI Mic. I'm gonna listen to the DJI Mic. Do you like the way it sounds? Do you feel splendid? Are you doing okay today? Do they have a similar sound? Do you feel like that, you know, the DJI Mic sounds 2 times better than, you know, the Lark M2? And we're gonna get to why I said that later. But do you feel like that sounds better? So now let's do it back and forth. DJI Mic, I'm still here talking. Lark M2, here we go. Do I sound, you know, better? Do I sound worse? Does it, you know, are there similarities? I'm just at this point, I'm yapping, as the kids say. So I'm gonna go back and forth. Let's start on the Lark M2 as I talk about who I think this Lark M2 is for. I think the Lark M2 is perfect for new creators, especially new creators that mainly use their smartphone, because there is a package of the Lark M2 that only includes the smartphone receivers. You could pick one, whether it be the USB-C or the lightning cable. It is up to you, or you can do the combo with the 2, or you can do the combo with the 3 that includes the camera receiver that I'm using here. Let's go to the DJI Mic, which is here on the A7CR. So you're listening to the DJI Mic right now, okay? DJI DJI mic should be sounding good. I also think that they added, just in case, the receiver for the, camera here, just for these, beginner bloggers that are using something, that are using something like the Sony ZV-E10 or the Sony ZV-1 or the ZV-1 Mark II, the ZV-E1, I'm just naming all of them, pretty much those vlogging cameras. All right, Lark M2. I say that because of the price point. Obviously, the price point of the DJI mic is going to be in that $300 price range. Guess what? You can get the Lark M2, I think it's $160. You can get a $160 set, of a microphone, that is, you get the receivers, you get all these things, you get 2 transmitters, you get a full package, you get all these stickers and, magnets and all type of things that come into the package. So the difference between that 160 and 300, obviously the things that they're cutting, all right, because you don't have an LCD screen like you do on the DJI mic, so that is a cost saving. Let's go back to the DJI mic since we're talking about that. So here's the audio from the DJI mic. Okay, you don't have, this size and this footprint. You don't have a way to charge the microphone on the Lark M2 like you do on the DJI mic. You can't put a lavalier in, the Lark M2 like you can the DJI mic. It is many different things. Another thing is that when you're using the DJI mic in the case, you can fit everything. With the Lark M2, you cannot fit the receivers, the other 2 receivers, into your case. All right, you have to store those into your separate bag. Not a problem for me, but I'm just letting you know where those cost savings are coming from when you're using something like a Lark M2 versus the DJI mic. Audio, back to the Lark M2. Additionally, I think it's for someone that is looking for a small footprint. Maybe it's a professional like me and you that needs something that's a little bit smaller, and you can see them on my chest in comparison. This is substantially smaller than this. And to me, especially when you add the sticker, or even if you flip them, having that smaller footprint, to me, that it has a lot of advantages, especially when you're working with talent. Because one of the things I do with the DJI mic, I always flip it on the other side so that you don't see this big logo and this big, it's a little bit intrusive. So I try to, clip it instead of vertical. I actually flip it on the other side and I clip it on my, maybe into a jacket. A lot of the times with corporate clients, whether it is, the male or female talent, they always have a jacket on. So I just clip it inside the jacket on the opposite direction so you see no logos and it's very inconspicuous. But another thing I'm trying to do is hide the bright light that is on my DJI Mic 1, which they did adjust on the DJI Mic 2. But again, which one sounds better? Let's do it again. You've been hearing the Lark M2. Back to the DJI mic. Do I sound good? Do I sound good? Do I sound bad? I always love the way this sounds, but I am curious to see what this sounds like. Lark M2. What does that sound like? So the last thing I'll say, and we'll stay on the Lark for this. If you're looking for a microphone set that is very affordable, all right? If you are, an advanced creator or a beginning creator, if you're looking for something that is, affordable, but also does the job well for you, and gives you that professional feel, gives you really clean audio, which everyone needs, then look no further. I think the Lark M2 would be an incredible choice for you. Especially if you don't need the features that come in something like the DJI Mic 1 or 2 or even the Rode Wireless Pro. You may not need those features. You may not be ready to spend $300, $350, $400 on a microphone set, but maybe you want something like this that, the Lark M2 for the mobile phone is only $100. It's only $100, and guess what? You get the receiver and you still get those 2 microphones. So maybe you're not ready to spend money on something like this. Maybe this is more attainable for you, and I think you're still gonna get some really good audio out of this. So before we end this video, I'm gonna take this off and we're gonna adjust my microphone. All right, we're back on one microphone because, it gets complicated when we're using 2. This is not a sponsored video. This is, a microphone I decided to buy for myself because I just wanted something with a smaller footprint, and that was the biggest value proposition for me. Plus I saw the price and I was like, hey, why not? I would love to have something like this in the arsenal just in case. So if you've gotten any value out of this video and this has helped you find your audio solution, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I have more stuff coming, more stuff to teach you, I promise you, and more products to show you that I use that are in my arsenal. But I will see you all in the next video. I love y'all.